RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hopefully Gina is going to be able to join us live here. We're going to attempt it. I am on the road today. I was planning on stopping at a rest stop right about now, but the rest stop is under construction. So that didn't work very well for me. So hopefully Gina can just join in here momentarily via live this way. And hopefully it will work. We'll see here. Can you join, Gina? I just turned it on. So hopefully you can request, wave or something. Talk to me a little bit. See if I can bring you on. Yay. I think it's adding you. Adding. This is what happens when you're on the road and you're trying to do something like this. Maybe Gina and I will just both have to go live separately today. It says it's adding you. So hopefully it's adding you and you'll come in. Ah, there you are.
Yay, it worked. It won't let me put it horizontal, and which means I can't put my headphones in. So can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I've got my Bluetooth ones in, so. Okay, it worked. We're able to go live. The construction along my route so far has been horrible. I was going to stop at a rest stop, and I can't because it's closed and blocked off because it's all under construction. And the building doesn't exist anymore, which I had to pee.
That sucks. I hate when that happens.
It is what it is. Oh, well. I'll have to not drink any more coffee for a little bit. Yes, I cheated and had coffee today because I'm sorry. I needed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. How far are you so far?
I am, let's see, I've been on the road for 2 hours now. A little over 2 hours. So I've got 3.5 hours left. 3.5 hours left of driving. And then I've got an hour into the city from that.
Well, okay then.
But that's all train ride, and I love that ride. I'll try to get some pictures for y'all and post them because it's a beautiful ride along the Hudson River Valley, and it is gorgeous, especially if it stops raining. It's kind of sprinkling right now.
I'm sure it'll clear up.
Yeah, it's just sprinkling, though. I'm going to try to move you to my holder for my phone, and hopefully I don't...
Stick me there.
There we go. Because it was awkward to hold it where I was holding because I was holding it like on the steering wheel. It was just weird.
Yeah, well, you need to be able to you know how I feel about you doing this and driving.
And yeah, I've been very productive today though. I've done 3 live videos so far today.
I know.
Went live on our Be Boss Girl page, business page, our DG marketing business page, and my personal page. So I'll do a few more videos today. Might as well.
Might as well. You're stuck in this stuff. Might as well.
Yep. So hopefully others will join us this morning. We're a little early still though. So
we are a little early. You know, we could. Let's see, what time is it? It's 6:59.
A couple minutes till.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody will be popping in with us shortly. So you've had a good ride so far?
Yeah, other than construction, it's been fine. So hopefully I'm pulling up to a town here in a little bit that I know has really good cell phone service because I've stopped here many times. So I'm going to pull off the road here in a minute. And there's a service station. So when we're done, I can use the bathroom.
Well, good.
because I planned on stopping for the live this morning and not be driving.
Yeah, you don't need to be. You need to be paying attention to the road. Well, I say we go ahead and get started. It's like probably like 69.35 seconds. Yeah.
So happy Friday, everybody. We have been chatting for a few minutes. You'll notice the live has been on for a couple minutes. We were having some technical issues, so I want to make sure we ruled them out before time to actually start. So today is Friday. This week we've been talking about social media and consistency and, well, consistency. It comes back to consistency every time. We're wrapping up for today, and next week we have so many amazing things that we're doing for both businesses this week or next week. So we've got a lot of craziness happening starting Monday morning. We have the Mindset Reset Challenge starting, and you can still sign up for that over on the bebossgirl.com page. And we have our Digital Ninja webinar on Wednesday. So, and I have to finish getting the slides ready for that because I haven't gotten all the pictures together yet. So I need to finish doing that. And we've just got a lot going on next week. So today is so today Gina gets to be done at 10 a.m. Danielle, however, is driving to New York City, and I am hopefully meeting with a possible client and somebody I'm just going to network with and meet face to face. And then I am working on a client site doing IT work. It's my one IT client that I have left, but I'm going to be working late this afternoon, this evening at his place, doing some maintenance and things that I needed to put hands on and couldn't just do remote. So I'm looking forward to it, though. I love my time in the city. I love New York City. Art hates it, so it's always fun to go by myself because then I can eat wherever I want. My husband is not an adventurous eater. A year in Africa cured him of ever wanting to eat anything different ever again. So I get to eat whatever I want today, and I am taking myself out for a fancy dinner. So
good, you could. I said I was going to be done by 10 a.m. today, but some extenuating circumstances came up, and I may end up doing a little funnel studying. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm letting the day take me wherever the day takes me, which I never do. Usually I have my whole day fully time blocked out. I have stuff that I have to do in the morning, like this morning, but then beyond that, like, it's just whatever, just wherever the wind blows. I may clean the house. I may take a nap. Who knows?
Ooh, well, that also sounds like fun. And I know Gina is totally geeking out over all of this funnel building stuff. So she will be perfectly happy doing some more funnel training and in her own world and thrilled to be doing it. So
yeah, I actually enjoy it. I'm like obsessed with it currently. So I'm genuinely curious about a couple of things, and I'll obsess over it until I satisfy the curiosity. So I might as well not procrastinate on it and just go ahead and just do it. Otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy, and then I'll get busted like trying to sneak away and do it. So might as well.
Gina is so funny when it comes to that stuff. I have no brain space at this point to be learning that stuff. So I'm staying over here in my traditional marketing world, and I'm very happy. And social media, I need to catch up on some social media stuff. Good morning, Sandra. I can see comments very easily. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh no, that travel service.
Sorry. Oh, there we are. Okay.
We can hear you now. Like,
Okay.
you were just talking to yourself and just crackling up like a robot.
Sorry. Yeah, that's part of being on the road. I've only got another mile to that exit, so I've just got to make it to that exit. Okay, pickled Polish sausage. You can never have enough sausage. And it is a white van with a pink pig on the side of it. Like really, really big pink pig on the side of it. The things you see on the road.
The things you see.
Well, okay.
I passed a billboard one time that, and it's actually like here local to me, where the advertisement was there were a handyman or plumbing service or something like that, and they said we fix what your husband tried to fix.
I love stuff like that.
Oh God, I laughed so hard. Like the permanent roommate didn't see the humor.
I find things like that very funny, but hey, okay. I can see the sign for getting off the highway, and I have full service right now, so hopefully we'll get better. So, wrapping up for the week, we have talked about social media all week long and how important it is and how it's the cornerstone of your business and consistency. I mean, that is something that Gina and I harp on so much, but there's a reason for it. We don't just harp on it for no reason. Do you guys have any questions following up from everything that you've heard from us this week? And is there anything else that you would like to learn? Because I haven't planned next week's shows yet. So you can all give me some ideas because I would be happy to have a few more ideas for next week. So make sure you comment below, even if you're watching this after on the replay, just let us know because I'd really like to know what you guys want to learn for next week. Because next week, I don't have the brain space to come up with ideas. So you got to give me some.
Yeah, so you guys let us know, because again, this show is tailored to you guys and what you want and want to know and need to know. So you can ask us anything. Oh, look, she stopped finally.
I'm at a red light.
Sandra?
I'm getting off the highway. LinkedIn. Oh, okay. We can talk about LinkedIn next week. I know that Sandra was saying that that's something that she knows that she needs to get involved in and hasn't yet. So we could do some LinkedIn training next week. I would be happy to.
We should probably talk about LinkedIn. Yeah, we talk mostly about Facebook and Instagram, so maybe next week we should talk about LinkedIn and Twitter a little bit, since those guys don't get as much love.
No, they don't get as much love, especially from small business owners. LinkedIn is important, but I will tell you, LinkedIn's importance is actually waning because people are treating it like Facebook. And it's those of us that have been using LinkedIn with benefits for years are now getting very, very upset with LinkedIn because there's too much stupid crap going on LinkedIn. So I'm going to teach you how to use it properly. Not like how everybody else is using it, because it sucks when people use it that way. I am actually parking, people.
Thank God.
I will be very, very happy.
You stress me out. It's one thing to be talking. It's a whole nother thing with that you wave your hands around. And I know we're both expressive. We both talk with our hands, but you get too.
I talk with my first language is also sign language. So I'm Italian, Russian, and sign language is my first language. So hand talking is a thing.
I get it, but at least keep one on the steering wheel. Like, I mean,
So I told Gina this story. I broke both arms at one point, and I still had to go to work, and I couldn't grip anything because the cast on my hands. So I learned how to drive with my leg, and I'm actually really, really good at it. So, and not for nothing, right now I'm in a little bit of a busy area, and I will be for about the next 45 minutes on my drive. But until 2 minutes ago, I literally saw like one tractor trailer for the last hour and a half. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm going through a little city area right now, but I'm really in the middle of nowhere for 90% of my drive. So.
Okay, well, whatever, still.
Ways to panic Gina.
Yes, ways to stress me out. Take both your hands off the steering wheel. Like, there's been a couple of times, like Rusty and I were coming back from breakfast one time, and he was eating biscuits and gravy while he was driving.
That's a mess.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he had it on the armrest thing. So he's like cutting it and like leaning over and like eating it like out of the thing. It was the most southern thing ever.
I love me biscuits and gravy. You can't get that anywhere up here that's good.
I bet not.
It's not a thing. I've traveled to the South a lot, so I can get, but I haven't been in a while. I need to go get some biscuits and gravy because that's not something that you can get up here.
Come down here.
I'll have to come visit.
Yes.
So, Gina, you have been diving into ClickFunnels so much in the last week or so. Tell us a little bit about a couple of the biggest things, your favorite things that you've learned, because I know Gina's learned a lot, so we don't want her to share it all. Some of the biggest things.
About funnels themselves or about ClickFunnels specifically?
Well, first, Sandra has a quick question. I keep hearing, don't fall into a summer mindset. What is that? So summer mindset is the lazy, hazy days of summer.
Yeah, that's where people like, okay, so look, you guys, there is no summer break for a business owner. We are not in college. We're not on summer break. This is not a 3-4 month bender. Because then when you fall into the summer mindset, you fall out of the consistency, you lose momentum. There's a lot, or like a lot of people have the mindset of, well, nobody's buying, nobody's doing anything because everybody's on vacation all summer. And that's not true, because if you're really serious business owners, like people that are truly serious, they're actually wanting to build companies, like with like employees and all of the, and be at a C-level and all of that. They're not taking their foot off the throttle for like 2.5 seconds. They're not playing. So
they actually ramp up during the summer, because you're about 6 months into we're actually 6 months into the year right now.
And everybody's panicking.
Well, and corporate financial stuff, they're planning. They've gotten 6 months into the year. They can really budget out the rest of the year. And almost all corporations have been so conservative up till now with their spending so that they can protect their budgets, that they're really ramping up their spending during the summer. So in the corporate world, and because we're going after corporate clients a lot and things like that, our spending and our sales are actually going up. But I will say that in the mommy business world, that things do slow down because their kids are off from school.
Their kids are home. Yeah. So if that's your target client, or like, I really hate this word, you guys. So just if you notice me make a face, I genuinely hate it, and I have an opinion on it that I will keep to myself. But the mompreneurs, summertime, check out. You might as well forget about it. Their kids are home, it's vacation time, and that's why you hear that summer mindset thing. It's because you're hearing it from the hobby business owners, you're hearing it from the mommy bloggers, from the mom business owners, that this is okay. I can't say that without being offensive, Danielle. I need you to come in and help.
So unfortunately, the result of that with the mommy blogger, mamapreneur, I can't even say that right, world, is their businesses actually, they dive down during the summer. So they're always in that feast or famine financially.
I got it. Their business is dictated by their children.
Yeah. And absolutely, that's part of the freedom of owning your own business when you are a freelance. This comes into the freelancer world. When you are a freelancer, you own your own business. You are your business. You are the one offering services. You're a small mom-based business. And this is MLM-based, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, and other things like graphic designers, web designers, things like that. But when you are
which is why they can't get.
But it's harder. I don't understand how some of these mom centered businesses are able to really keep up and keep going with their businesses, because their businesses are doing great September through May, June, depending on where you are. and then their businesses die and they disappear. They disappear off social media or are super inconsistent and all of that. Exactly, Sandra, this is the time to go harder, especially in your world, because there's so many women who die off and are gone. I know VAs that like go down to maybe 5 hours a month that they could take when their kids are off of school. That leaves those of you that don't have to do that and are in that position can really dive in and take some of those places. And you're consistent with the service that you can offer all year long. There's really a benefit. Now, I am not knocking mom business owners. I just don't understand how you can keep things going. It doesn't make sense to me that you're still able to consistently get clients. Though there are other, if your clients are other women like you, then that does make sense because you're all kind of like on the same schedule. That would drive me crazy. I have been very blessed. I've been doing this a long time. We homeschooled my son, so we never had a break. It was always the same. And I just made my son help. My son has always, so my son is 21. And I remember at 2 years old, he was sitting on mommy's lap taking notes for a conference call. And he had little pen and paper. And I mean, he was 2. He wasn't taking notes. But he has been involved and he learned very, very early that when mommy's on a conference call, there is no talking. And if you need to go scream and play, you had to go out. And he got disciplined a couple times because he wasn't doing what he should. I mean, all my clients were very, very understanding. But my son has been involved since he was teeny tiny. And we homeschooled. He only went to public school, kindergarten and first grade. And then we homeschooled from then on. And he helped. He started interning at 13 for a business I was working in. Now my son is 21 and owns his own super successful business. He's very much the feast or famine because he builds custom equipment for people. So he'll make $20K and then not make anything for 8 months. So because he's up and he's just getting started. But it's so important to involve your children. And I don't understand these women that just take the summers off and
expect it to just start again in the fall. I feel like honestly, my heart hurts for them that they, because they're doing themselves a disservice. And I think it's just because they don't know any better, right? So like if they're freelancing or if their business or whatever is, they're doing it because they needed extra money and they wanted to stay home with their children, which by the way, you guys, I think that moms, like I really respect moms that are also entrepreneurs. Like I have a deep respect for that because I have 3 little nieces and so I could not imagine trying to run a company, like doing the work that I'm doing and have a little human running around. I could not picture it. So I have the deepest respect for you guys. So I want to preface it with that. But I also want to say that I think that you're doing yourself a disservice by you're intentionally placing yourself in feast or famine. So like that's just the way that it is. So if you're frustrated that your business isn't growing and that you're still having to work a ton of hours, even though you're at home and you're not making the money that you want to, please look at how you're treating your business, because if you keep your foot on the throttle and you never let up, it's eventually going to get to the point where you're just managing your company and somebody else is doing the work. Everybody else is doing the work and you're just managing it. And then you can, in the summertime, only work like 5 hours a week if you want to, because at that point you're just checking in because somebody else is doing it for you. But you can't let up if you want to get to that point, because then you're just stopping and starting. So it's just stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And you're doing yourself a disservice.
And even if you can't go full throttle all summer long, there are so many things that you can do for yourself to pre-plan and at least keep your, again, coming back with especially your social media, keep the consistency out there. I mean, I have clients that she'll only have, I think she only takes 14 clients a year, and she has a waiting list, and she's stacking people up on her waiting list. Part of why she only takes 14 clients a year is she works hard while her kids are in school. She does work while they're home during the summer. She has another mom that she like shares with, like daycare shares, another mom that owns her own business. So they share 2 hours a day where all the kids go to one house or the other. And they each get 2 hours a day to really focus on their businesses. But she plans out all of her social media for the whole entire summer. It's all pre-scheduled. She just interacts for like 10 minutes a day on her things. And that way everything is planned ahead. In the type of work she does project work. So she will work her butt off to get as much work done ahead, even though she has a certain delivery time that she does things, so that she's still delivering on time even during the summer.
That's amazing. So she put in the prep. So that woman right there is a perfect example of you can sort of back off a little bit in the summertime if you would like, but you have to do the work to set yourself up to do that, where you're still maintaining the consistency. You aren't losing momentum necessarily, but you're like still able to kind of like back off some in the background so that you can be, take care of your home. That's amazing. And that's a perfect example. And I wish that was talked about more. Like when people are saying don't get into the summer mindset, one, nobody knows what that means. Two, nobody is talking about how to allow yourself that break, because it is the summertime. I'm down here in the South. I live near the water, like I want to I would love to just be outside by the water on the boat, just hanging out almost every day if I could. And it's very easy to get sucked into that, but there are ways to adjust your schedule and still get your work done. Because think about this, you guys. If you had a 9-to-5, would you be getting into a summer mindset?
You can't do that. I mean, everybody has vacation time. And we all take, you should have vacation time. And Sandra is saying, I've seen posts for cover for people's vacations. That's awesome, Sandra. Even if you're getting your foot in the door for those little bits of coverage, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Great. Can you think, Sandra? Think about this. Think of all the VAs that need to take time off because their kids are home from summer. If you become the woman that during the summer is the go-to for vacation coverage, for summer coverage, for all of that, you could have a waiting list of women wanting for you to cover for them for the summer.
Yeah, that's actually a really good niche, is to be what would be a good word for that? Like, I just lost the word, but that's a really good
I would call it a meta VA. So you're a VA for VAs to cover for VAs.
That's really good. That's actually a really good niche, is to be like the basically like coverage. Backup VA. Like that's actually, I have never seen that, and that's actually that's a need. Sandra, I think you just discovered another lane that you could definitely run and thrive in. Now would be the time to like test it.
So you're a VA for VAs to cover for VAs for covering for vacation. There's nobody. I've not seen anybody post about there. So there you go. We just wrote some social media posts for you.
Yeah, I never stuff like that. Yeah, you're the VA. Like you could start with, hey, you want to go on vacation? Hey, you want to take your kids to the pond, somewhere for the day or the weekend or whatever, but you're worried about work. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I will pop in for you, and then people could book pockets of time with you for you to be their coverage. Or they could buy ever so many coverage hours from you for the month, and then they need to just schedule in and block out that time, and then you could only take ever so many, obviously, per month. But I just wrote your ops for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Sandra,
we're getting y'all set up today, Sandra.
There you go.
Don't get too busy though.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't get too busy though. But,
That's a really good. I mean, it's a really good idea, Sandra.
I just got a marketing campaign idea too for us.
Ooh, okay.
Just write it.
So just write it down for later, Gina. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I just came up with it. Well, we're on my iPad. I can't write. That's okay. That's fine. I'll tell you later. Good job, Sandra. Way to be thinking. That's a very good entrepreneur mindset. Like, really good job.
That's awesome.
I'm really proud right now. That's really awesome. And then now it just gave me an idea. Holy crap.
I love it.
Remember that's how I told you I have this little knack? You just watched it in action.
I do, but it's listening to other people. If I'm talking, I forget it. If I'm involved in the conversation, there's not, according to my husband, there's no thought process involved.
Thank you, Sandra. She made a note to remind us. She saw it on our work.
Cool. So, yep, that's really awesome. And I think other moms who own businesses would have a benefit from hiring somebody like Sandra to help cover for whatever they're doing. I mean, when you're doing project work like building a website but you got to get those hours in when your kids are sleeping, or find another mom to exchange daycare with, or I mean, one day a week. If you could get one day a week where somebody else watch your kids, so you had one whole entire day that you could just really dive into work, that would be helpful. I mean, there's so many ways that I've seen other women-owned businesses really be able to stay productive all summer long. And women who don't even attempt to do their business is such a disservice. And I feel so bad for them that they feel like they need to do that, or they don't do the pre-planning to cover for at least their social media, so their social media stays active. So you're almost starting, not quite from scratch every time, but it's like during the work time, you're 10 steps forward, and then during the summer, you're 5 steps back. And then you're having to get those 5 steps back and then take another 10 steps forward. And you're always playing catch up. But there are ways to plan and ways to not have that happen.
You can be proactive. Like if you know it's coming. So if you know it's coming, because it's coming. I mean, we know how little people are. I have 4-legged littles and they drive me insane. Yesterday I had like a full chaos. It was awful. I mean, it was funny, but it was like, oh my God. I mean, I'm so glad I don't have a actual baby, or it would have just been, you just had to just buried me right there from the anxiety attack. But if you know it's coming and you know that this is so summer is coming, right? We know it's coming, and we know that we're going to have it's going to be a little bit tougher for us to be proactive or to be productive. Be proactive and spend, even if you spent the entire month of May, or the last half of April to the middle of May, so just 30 days prepping for July to August, then, and you were ready, you had it scheduled, you were ready to go, you yourself would feel such a relief, in your own mind and your own heart, that you would be surprised at the growth that you would see. I see so many Facebook entrepreneurs talking about how there's always a dip in the summer months. And like Danielle was talking about earlier, in the real world, most of the time, most companies, corporations, their fiscal year begins in July. That means that they've got money to spend starting in July. So if you think about that in that sense, don't stop, you guys. Run your business through the filter of, if I owned a $500,000 company with XYZ number of employees, how would I behave? How would I act? And when you're making those decisions that way, and you're being proactive and you're setting things up that way, you may not dip and you may not get a spike, but you'll at least remain steady, which will help your stress levels also.
So, and even if you plan all of your social media ahead of time, and you planned your email content for your email list and blog posts ahead of time, and your business, even if you aren't physically able to take clients during the summer, but your business was still active online, instead of that 10 step forward, 5 steps back, you'll be 10 steps forward during busy year, maybe 1 or 2 steps back. And then you've got a whole lot less ground to gain each time when you stay consistent with the things that support your business and keep it visible. And that is so important. Right. You don't want your email list to forget. You don't want your social media followers to forget. You don't want possible customers to forget that you exist. And I had this conversation yesterday with somebody, maybe it wasn't yesterday, earlier this week, with a mom who is very frustrated that she has nothing going on for the summer. And she was crying that she has nothing coming in. And she doesn't know how she's going to pay her bills and stuff. And I'm like, so we talked about it a little bit. And it got me thinking, there are so many women in that position. And having that up and down it's so hard. You really want to get to the point of consistency. And Gina and I are so thrilled to be at the point where we're operating off of last month's income. We haven't even touched what we've gotten paid for this month yet. So we're operating off of last month's income. That's a really good place to be. Now, a multi-million-dollar company operates off of 6 months ago.
Last year.
Or last year's income. And that's a place where we want to get. We're not there yet. We're still a small company. But we're setting ourselves up for success in acting as if. And Gina and my avatar that we keep talking about is, we have an office on Fifth Ave in New York City and $1 million each personally in the bank, and the business has 10. And that's how we operate. And that is my goal. That is a goal I will reach. Now, I do not want to be on Fifth Ave in New York City, just so you know. I mean, I love it. I love going and visiting it. I'm actually going to go visit an office there today that actually overlooks the New York City Library. It is beautiful. And Bryant Park. I will take pictures for those of you that don't know that area. I will take some video and some pictures while I'm there. But I know what they pay for their office. Their office is a 1,500 square foot office. They pay $25,000 a month for it.
Jeez, no.
Now, I have a client down in Chelsea, which is still a very upscale area, and he has about the same size office, and he pays $10,000 a month for it. So gives you location in New York City is a big deal. But when you operate with that mindset, I will take lots of pictures while I'm there, Sandra. I promise to take pictures. I'll try to do some video, but it's so loud that I don't know if that's going to work or not. As long as it's not raining, I'll take video and pictures. Let's put it that way. Because right now, I'm still a few hours from New York. But the mindset of operating at that level means it all comes back to mindset and consistency. Everything comes back to mindset and consistency. Join the Mindset Challenge next week. Because when you have the right mindset, things fall in place for you. It's not stressful. It's not hard. You understand the processes that it takes to get there. And you're working in that corporate mindset. Even if you're not a CEO and you're just a freelancer or I say just, I'm not talking about operating a full agency or a company, but you are a freelancer or own an entrepreneur with just your income. You are what provides the business and provides all of the services. Or if you're an agency like us, where we have a full corporate structure, I'm the CEO, Gina's the COO, we have board members, we don't have full-time employees yet, but we are not too far away from that. And we are setting ourselves up to be a multi-million-dollar a year business.
Yeah, we have full intentions of having an office with actual physical local people in it. Like we're like we operate from that, like that's where we're headed type thing. And it like, which also means that takes you say no a lot more than you say yes.
I say no a lot lately. We had an intern who started with us 2 weeks ago. She was supposed to be a content creation, a writing intern. She wanted to get really good at creating blog posts, and that's what she wants to do, is to be a copywriter. And she was supposed to deliver something last Friday to
Thursday.
us.
It was last Thursday.
Last Thursday to us. And Thursday I was like, where is this? Well, I haven't had time. Da, 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 da. I gave her a gentle dressing down and said, okay, what's a good date then? And she said Monday. And then come Wednesday, I was like, hey, we haven't heard from her. What the heck? And I jumped in and told her that she's not going to work out. Period. She's done. And gave her a stern dressing down, not nasty, not swearing at her or calling her horrible or nasty or anything like that, but telling her that she's not going to succeed in the business world if she has this attitude and treats everybody like that.
And mind you guys, I noticed on Monday, and just you guys need to keep in mind in the background, I'm already squawking because I'd already noticed.
And I was like, well, we'll give her, I mean, she's an intern. We'll be nice. She's young. But there is no excuse for that. That is there's no excuse. If you're going to intern for somebody, then you better arrive and do what you're supposed to do. I am not putting up with that stuff anymore. And we have some things going on in the background in our business right now where some things don't happen, people are done. I am not putting up with, I am the CEO. And there is an entitlement that goes with that. And
yeah, there is. And it's okay to be a little like, it's my way or no way, because this is our company. We've designed it. You're coming in. You want me to pay you. Then you rise up to my standard. And that's kind of the way that I've always felt about it. And Danielle and I were laughing because I had no idea she was nicer than me. Who'd have thought?
I had started Be Boss Girl originally with the intention of being really supportive and really doing a whole lot for those that I worked with and connected with and collaborated with. And unfortunately, that has bitten me in the butt too many times. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel bad for like Sandra and Allison, who are amazing. So I keep saying that. You guys hear me talk about Sandra and Allison a lot. I adore them. But unfortunately, they who have stepped up and have invested just as much in our business and in us as we have in them.
The energetic exchange has been even.
It has. It very much has. And unfortunately, they're going to get caught into I need to rely on a corporate mindset and I need to be the CEO of my business. And I cannot any longer. And I've done this before. I was just trying so hard to not have to be in that corporate entitlement mindset any longer. And
sorry, I got back kicking and screaming, but I pulled you back in. I will take full blame for that. I'm not having it.
I don't have a choice. There is no choice. In order for my business to be successful, those on my team also have to invest and have an investment in being successful as well. And
they need to want to be there and not just looking at what they can get out of, like, not just looking at what they can get out of us for the benefit of themselves. Like they need to want to be here. They need to believe in what's happening. They need to believe in what we're doing. And that's something that Danielle and I have talked about. Like, we need to get that's a fault of Danielle's and mine, is we have not cultivated that sense of culture and the sense of the movement that we're trying to create, like what our company is doing and what it's trying to accomplish. We haven't done that, but we're going to. And that's the thing, you guys, is you can always pivot, you can always redirect, you can always go, you know what, no, and fix and course correct you, like, at any time.
Absolutely. And I feel bad because I did create a movement of true collaboration and true support of one another. And I have referred so much business to some people, and taught them how to do things and all of that. And there was no reciprocation at all. And now I will tell you, as a CEO mindset is my business, and my business is the one that's going to succeed. I don't care what your business does. It's not my problem. And I will invest in you inside of my business, but I'm not investing in you outside, period, because I don't care. It's not my problem. And now that will always be a little bit different with Allison. Allison is always going to have a very personal side to the relationship with Gina and I, in order to organize. As we get busier, she's going to have to organize my personal life. So she's going to have that personal side.
Allison's our integrator, though. She is the gatekeeper between me and Danielle. So that means we have to get a little more personal with her.
And Sandra is always my task manager. And she's the one she is the one that will be like, you are supposed to be off here at 2, and you are supposed to be laying down. What are you doing? And she's usually quicker at it than Gina. And Sandra will also message me in, are you breathing? I don't know how she knows that my watch just went off, that I've been because I hold my breath when I'm concentrating. And my heart rate drops, which makes my...
Listen. Good, Sandra. Good one.
Sandra knows Danielle well. She's getting to know Gina well, but she knows Danielle well. So good luck, Allison is just about right. But Sandra knows that my watch went off 10 seconds ago and messages me. It's the creepiest thing ever. Let me tell you.
But basically, our long-winded point, because we do need to start wrapping up here, is that if you treat your business like a business, and if you have a vision for your company, you should be acting like you should be operating your company as if that vision has already come to fruition, and then you'll get there a lot faster, as opposed to putting out like this panicky, desperate, like, oh my God, I've got to do this, and I have to take this, and this for this reason, that reason, this reason, that reason. And if you just stand your ground and you have a standard and you maintain that standard will be met. So never
settle. Don't settle.
Yeah, don't settle. Never let anybody make you feel like you have to settle. Like, be a brat about it. This is your business. This is what you want. And this world is vast. The internet is a vast place. For every 2 people that are giving you crap about what it is that you're trying to do, you're going to find somebody that is going to support you and get behind you. And
Amen.
So you don't have to settle for anything or anybody. There are clients that will pay you for your services and pay you your rate. There are people out there.
And let me tell you, when you start making that stand, and when you start treating your business with more respect, which in turn treat yourself with more respect, people will come to you.
Yes, they will. So, and that's a very good word. You guys, it's this having a standard, running it through this filter, acting as if. The bottom line is that your business is an entity. It's a living, breathing thing. Because it's an extension of you and you're a living, breathing thing. So you have to show it respect. You have to show it respect. And when you it's because it is an extension of you, then that also shows that you're respecting yourself. And when you command that respect from then other people will respect you too, because they're like, wow, that girl's got it together. She's smart. She obviously knows what she's doing. I really respect that. And that's where when that happens, that's when the magic starts happening.
It does. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference. But I think a lot of it is, as women, we're conditioned we should be nice. And I say, screw being nice. Screw it. Because,
I told Sandra yesterday, I am done being nice. And Sandra's like, But
Tina
I love you, Sandra.
Yes, even if it comes off sassy. And I don't even care, even if it comes off sassy, because you guys, Tina Fey has a very famous quote out there, and Danielle says I can't swear, so I can't tell, but it's bleep, get stuff done. You know, and it's very true. People, for some strange reason, when people say women are being bleeps, when they're really not. They're just they're commanding a standard. Sometimes that is actually what it is, but majority of the time it's just, no, I'm not going to accept that, thanks. And that is okay.
It's absolutely okay.
It's absolutely okay.
We do need to wrap up. We do have, because 8:45, holy crow, I need to get back on the road. You guys, I still love you too, Sandra. I do, but yeah. Sandra and Allison may get away with a little more than other people. That will probably be always true. They have a special place in Danielle's heart, and Gina's too.
Yes.
So you all have an amazing Friday and an amazing weekend. I'm going to be recording a couple more live videos today. I might as well. I'm going to drop by the Be Boss Girl group and do a video. So if you want to join me probably in a half hour or so here, I will be live in the group, and I've got some mindset stuff to talk to you about, and it kind of goes along with a little bit of with today. Remember that the 21-day mindset challenge kicks off on Monday. You can still sign up over at bebossgirl.com. The DG marketing, how to become an online digital ninja, kicks off on Wednesday. You can still sign up for that, digitalninjakit.com. And I want you to really remember this. And I say this at the end of every show because I want this to become your mantra. Rise, become, and be everything that you can in your business today. And if you can see today, rise strong, become limitless, and be a boss girl. And it's not be boss girl, but be boss girl. Really be a boss in your business. There is a comment in there. And I am going to start putting a comment in there because it's about being boss. You happen to be a girl. And I see no difference or problem with calling somebody a girl, because it's a term of endearment, believe me. Have an amazing Friday. I can't wait to talk to you all again on Monday. And if we're going to be talking about LinkedIn next week, I guess. So I will plan out some LinkedIn sessions for y'all. Have a great weekend.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.